Hey friends, Ellie here, your favorite financial coach, talking to you today about this marvelous topic. Um, Obviously, it always has to do about finances. But what I wanted to tackle today, just give me 5 minutes, right? And I want to ask you this question. Do you have any financial hazards, or have you navigated through financial hazards, and are you tackling them the right way? Today, we're going to go through, share four threats um, that might be a hazard to our financial future. Now, if this topic resonates with you, make sure you drop a dollar sign or something in the comments to let me know that, you know, something, I'm speaking about something that you're interested in hearing. I know you probably, you know, in your mid 30s, and you already been in the workforce for a little bit, and finances is something very important. You know, building your financial home is very important. So today we're going to tackle four hazards that some of us might be going through, and how we could tackle them, and like I mentioned yesterday, do those little carburetor adjustments, like one of my mentors says, so that we could go on the right path, right? So um, hazard number one is lack of emergency funds. You know, the statistics say that more than 50% of Americans don't even have $1,000 put aside for an emergency, right? So if they have an emergency, immediately they have to go into credit card mode, and then they get into debt, right? So, solution, right? Build an emergency fund. The experts say uh, start working on having at least 3 to 6 months of expenses, not of your paycheck, of your expenses, right? So we're talking about if you're renting, if it's mortgage, your utilities, your food, car payment, insurance, that is your expenses. Anything else that you have, yesterday we spoke about budgeting, so you should have already made a list of things that are your expenses, right? You know your income, but your expenses, what's going out. So you have to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of all of those things, not of your paycheck, of the things that you're paying, right? And you might say, well, wow, that's hard. Well, you could start little by little, right? You could start by putting $25 per week into a savings account. You know, you're gonna call it your emergency fund account. You're not that's not to touch it, to go, you know, to order food or anything like that. That's like every paycheck. If you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, you're gonna put some money aside. You could start with $25. It's gonna go directly to that account. And you know, most of us get paid direct deposits. So you could tell HR department or payroll or whoever that you need to now set a set amount to go to this other account, this savings account. You know, it could be a set amount, like $25, or it could be a percentage. I myself like the percentage because when you make more, your percentage is higher, so that means that you're saving more, right? Okay, hazard number two, insufficient life insurance for an emergency. Now, we know that life insurance is not for us, but it's for those who we leave behind, right? So if anything should happen unexpectedly, you don't want your family to go, you know, in emergency mode and have to do a GoFundMe because, you know, we didn't uh, make provision for that. So the solution, right? Protect your family. You know, I advocate a lot for term life insurance. That's another topic for another day. But the reason why is because it's very affordable. It gives you peace of mind, right? And if anything should happen unexpectedly, your loved ones wouldn't have to struggle where you're no longer here because they were depending on your paycheck, right? Hazard number three is debt mismanagement, you know, and that is something that we have to speak about a little later down. We'll go more in depth in that topic, but you know, high interest rate credit cards, um, and other things that we are spending unnecessarily stops us from building our financial home and getting us more into debt, right? So I'm just giving you, you know, a couple of, you know, like I said, I only want to keep you here 5 6 minutes. So I'm just giving you a couple of tips, right? And a solution towards that will be uh, start a strategy, and we'll speak about that, you know, again another time. Focus on the high interest debt first, like I mentioned before, and not necessarily the highest credit card, but the one with the highest interest rate. And then we're gonna start tackling that, right? So that is a way to tackle that threat, which is, you know, managing them. And number four, lack of a retirement plan. A lot of us were raised, middle class families were raised to, you know, grow up, go to school, get a good education, then get a good job, and then we're working and we're paying bills. We're working and we're paying bills, and we're really hard working. We're the ones who are sustaining the economy. The middle class working, 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 but are we thinking of planning for the future, which is your retirement? You don't want to work 40 hours for 40 years and then get a plan or retirement plan or social security 40% of what you work. And I had shared, I'll probably reshare it, my summary for my social security when I retire. And trust me, if I had to depend on that alone, I wouldn't be very happy. So what's the solution for that, right? Create Don't only depend on your family. Neither we don't want to depend on your family, nor the government, nor have to get another job after working 40 years, right? So now you find out from your job, if you don't know already, right, if there's a retirement plan for you to contribute to, if it's uh, that's, investments. I'll have, if you need that is so broad. I don't know where you work or if you have something, if you're self-employed. So if you need more information as far as retirement, I will definitely could set you up with our investment specialist, right? So now recapping, because I don't, like I said, I want to keep it short. It's Saturday and I know maybe you're spending time with your family. um, Financial hazards, right? Not having enough savings for emergencies, don't have life insurance, mismanaging our money, getting into debt, and don't have a retirement plan, right? But guess what? We could tackle all of those one at a time. That's why you could contact me, Elaine, your favorite financial coach. And if that is you, are you ready? You could send me a message that just says ready. You could put it in the comments. And if this information you feel that has been helpful to you, um, share it with someone, right? So I will speak to you on Monday and have a good weekend. Bye for now.